My name's Jacqueline Hadrath. I'm from Clitheroe, Minnesota. I own a 1969 GTX. This is my daughter, Lorraine Luella Meyer, and she's named after my grandmothers. Lorraine would have been my mom's mom, and Luella would have been my dad's mom. And so the name has very special meaning, and hopefully someday she gets Dad's car. My dad, Roy Hadrath from Montevideo, was into Mopar and Chrysler quite a bit and really enjoyed fast cars. And the GTX was considered the gentleman's muscle car at that time. He decided in 1969 that he wanted to order this GTX. The sticker price on this car here is $4,118. So I believe that probably would have been fairly expensive at that day and age. And when I've had it appraised, everybody says that it's very rare and they haven't seen a car like this. That's all original, that hasn't been modified in the engine in any way, that has kept all of its to-order characteristics. My dad was born in 1942 in Montevideo, Minnesota, to Lou and Rolly Hadrath. And my family is from the Montevideo area, came over from Germany. And he was named after his uncle, would have been his mom's brother, who was shot down in World War II. He was a nose gunner in a bomber plane. And he actually survived a death march, escaped from a death march. And that's who my dad was named after. My grandpa Rolly was well known to the area auto body repair. He could fix anything. And grandpa was great at everything, and my dad was very close with my grandpa, and they were together all the time doing different things. And my dad learned how to do body work and paint and do woodworking and all that. They actually, Dad and Grandpa made a boat, a little speedboat that matched the car. Dad painted it to match the car, and he, at that time, had a trailer hitch on this car, and they'd haul up to Minnewaska and go water skiing, one of their favorite pastimes. But Dad was a gregarious man, could talk to anybody, was always good-natured, very hardworking, and was well respected in the community. Unfortunately, mid-2000s, would have been about 2006, 2007, he was diagnosed with colon cancer. And he fought it off. They did surgery and they did chemotherapy, and he did well for about 5 years. And then it came back, and unfortunately he lost that battle in 2011. When he passed away, the car was handed over to my sister and I. And so this is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. So this particular car has the 440. There was a Hemi also. And a man in Montevideo, Vince Smith, he had the Hemi, and both he and my dad had the identical cars, just different engines. And Dad's here is a 440, and it has a 4-on-the-floor, a Hurst shifter, standard transmission. It has some extras on it. Looks like he ordered it with a tinted glass and undercoating and that sort of thing. The vinyl hardtop roof. These did come with a convertible, but Dad ordered the hardtop. He had him leave the stripe off. Something that was real common with this car in that day was to have the stripes on, the big wide stripes going down the hood. Dad had those left off. Thought this looked a little bit classier. I think he knew at that time that this was going to be something that he hung on to, and Dad was always very meticulous about everything that he had. And it was no different with this car. Only 42,000 miles on this right now. it's got a lot of snort and it likes to hum right along. So RPMs will go up pretty quick. I think you're running between 3 and 4 grand when you're going down highway speed. He did have a story that he had a friend with him one day, and they decided to see what the old girl had and put her through the paces, and when he looked over, his friend was white as a ghost and said he could slow down. I would like to drive it more often during nice months, but special occasions only, and only when the weather is really nice. Make sure that it doesn't see any weather of any kind, make sure it stays rust-free and just the way Dad would have liked it kept. I really wish that Dad and I could have driven it together and had him walk me through how this car is an individual and how it drives and the different things about it. It's heartwarming. I feel like I'm with Dad. It still has that same car smell that I remember as a child. And I get to share that with my daughter, Lorraine, and it's fabulous. He loved going to the Glenwood Car Show. So I thought, what better place to honor Dad than to go to the Waterama Car Show and show off what was so special to him and have my daughter be there with me. And it was a great experience. It was a beautiful day. And it meant a lot. There was 110 cars there that day. So I was there for Dad, and so I had a few pictures out in Dad's honor and just showing Dad off basically, and we got top 5. So I was really happy about that. So we did come home with a trophy, and that was really special.